What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be talking about The Nun 2. So, again, I know a lot of you guys are probably big Conjuring fans. Anyone does come across this, even with the Nun, the very first movie. So, overall, if you guys did see The Nun 2, what was your overall expectations? Did it fail it? Was it an okay movie in your opinion? Was it a good movie? Was it bad? What was the overall stance of this movie? So just to give you guys my own expectation of the movie, well, I still was not a big fan of this film. Uh, the entirety of the film is having, of course, Sister Irene return from the previous movie, and she's, I would say, in solace and hiding as well, to where she later finds out from the higher ups in the church that you know this evil presence has returned and has been killing ones within the church for however many weeks and months now, and then they enlist her to go ahead and fight this entity because she's the only one left, because the previous one who helped her died from natural causes, and the one that saved her last time, Maurice, we actually find out that he is later on possessed by this evil entity, and when he goes to each certain area of Eastern Europe, this thing kills whoever it wants, and then it takes whatever, and then goes on to the next place. Now, overall, very basic story. I was trying to figure out exactly what this entity was wanting, because the entirety of the story is Sister Irene trying to figure out what she is wanting to do, and then you have a friend of hers that is also a nun that wants to try to be in this area. We see Storm Reid, who plays as Deborah. Now, again, Deborah is one of those, she does not really believe in a higher power, to where she is very, I would say, to the point where she fully believes because of everything that's happened to her in her life. And Sister Irene, she has faith, but at the same time, she has issues with it because of what happened previously in the previous movie. Then, in the entirety of the film, is really focused on not only Sister Irene and Deborah trying to figure out what's going on with, the nun spirit, aka Valak, but also we have other characters such as Sophie, as well as I believe Anna, I believe was her name. Kate. So we have Anna Popplewell. I'm probably gonna butcher her name. Popplewell, from if you remember her from the Chronicles of Narnia, who plays Kate, and her daughter Sophie, who they take an interest in Maurice, and Maurice takes an interest in them. He is a handyman around this boarding school, and Sophie gets picked on a lot, so she kind of takes towards Maurice, and even Kate takes to him as well, with being very nice to her daughter and to her. And what happens is, when Sister Irene and, of course, Deborah arrive there, they realize, unfortunately, that Maurice is possessed, and they have to figure out a way to stop him. But they also figure out what this evil entity wants, which is the eyes of what was it, Mother Lucy or Sister Lucy or something like that, to where her the ancestry where she was killed, and she had. I mean, it's really weird. But long story short, we kind of figure out that Sister Irene is a descendant from this holy entity, and she has to fight the evil entity of the demon nun to be able to fight off whatever this is. And she has to use her faith as well as also her wits to be able to fight this thing. Now, I will say, it was a very basic storyline. Did I enjoy the movie? Not really. It was one of those where it kind of feels like a one and done to me. I was very disappointed with the way that they did this, because it was not. I thought this was going to be better than the original movie. It was not better than the original movie. It felt like it was literally the same thing from the original movie. There was, if you guys can't handle jump scares, if you guys can't handle anything scary, then this movie may scare you. It did not scare me at all. To me, there was no scary scenes. There was really no jump scenes. The only scene that I would deem maybe scary or spooky or kind of crazy is when you see the pages flipping in the subway, where you can see the nun. So it's really interesting when you see all that, because it's like, okay, I don't know exactly what the issues was with this, because again, I just feel like that the Conjuring franchise has just really gone downhill since I would say the first or second Conjuring movie. It's just, I don't feel that this movie was actually the best in my own opinion. I think that James Wan did good with what he was given. Was he the director? No, it was Michael Chavez. The story was written by Ackler Cooper. So again, Michael Chavez, he's done a lot of different movies. He's done The Curse of La Llorona. He's done The Conjuring, the last Conjuring movie. He's done a few other movies. So again, he's done a lot of movies, especially in the horror movie franchise. Now, The Curse of La Llorona was, again, I did a review on that movie. I think honestly, he does a good job of having a darker tone in a film, but at the same time, I think it misses the mark of the scary, spooky type of vibe, and I think that's the problem that we're having. I think that The Nun 2 honestly falls very short of expectations of not only any paranormal fans, but Conjuring fans and any true fans of this franchise, because I think that it's just the Conjuring universe is very dying out, because again, we don't see a whole lot of movies anymore that are actually being enjoyable. This movie is actually very predictable. It's very easy to follow. It's not to where you got really pay attention to figure it out, because there was times where I got very bored and I didn't know what was going on. Then I looked back at the screen and then I realized what was going on. So it's not very hard to follow. But overall, guys, I think that was my overall take of this movie. Would I ever watch it again? No. I would collect The Nun 1 and 2 just to collect it with the Conjuring franchise on DVD at some point, but that's really about it. I really have no desire to really re-watch these films unless I really want to, or if I needed to. So again, The Nun 2, there's my review, guys. If you guys agree, that's fine. If you guys don't agree, that's fine too. What is your overall viewing of this film? Was it a good film? Was it a bad film? Was it an okay film? Either way, let me know what you guys' thoughts are about it down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, obviously subscribe and leave a bit like on the video, guys. It helps spread this channel out, helps spread the video out there, and also just more reviews of The Nun 2. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.